Good evening and welcome to another round of ERL racing and we're here with Division 1 for the Brazilian Grand Prix and round 7 of season 2, which you see Amir lead the Drivers' Championship and Mercedes lead the Constructors' Championship. Now Amir is absent with us because for the first time, so that's gonna be a good start for his main competitor Connor. Also Avi is gone, who's the second in the standings, so that's gonna be a great chance for Connor to try and cut that lead. He's on the mediums and he goes fastest in sector 1. So here we are at Interlagos, this beautiful track that's around that's around the lake, that's why it's called Interlagos. And it's a 4.3 kilometers track, so it's a pretty much short track, and it's gonna be a 36 laps race with 15 turns and a lot of and a somewhat long home straight heading into turn 1, which is a pretty much tricky turn 1. I hope it stays clean. Heading into lap 1, we have Hank on provisional pole, but I guess Connor is gonna cross the line and change that, and that's Connor going fastest on the mediums, a 1:8.7 from Connor on the mediums. Well, let's go to the other medium runner, who's Gabs, who's in this season got 3 poles. I'm gonna double check. He's slower than Connor in sector 1. Let's see how Gabs is doing, and yeah, he got 3 pole positions this season, so will he be getting his 4th one today in Brazil? We have Alton going second, very closely behind Connor, a 1:8.751. Let's see how Gabs is gonna finish. And that's Gabs at 1:8.8, which go 3rd fastest. And I guess that's only enough time. We had Robinet Homogène go 1:8.6. 1:8.6 on the softs from the new Alpine driver, Robinet. Still have 4 drivers in the pits. We still have the Mercedes off flip in the pits. We had Mason, I think, yeah, both Mason and Vans Racing now out on the track. See Connor, who apparently, I think, improved, even though I think he's going slow. See how he's gonna do. I think that's a very slow lap. No, actually, yeah, it's a fast sector 2, but it's not a slow lap. One of the 2 DRS zones, and there he goes. And will he improve his time? And he does improve his time. It's on a 1:8.361 on the mediums, and he's back on provisional pole. That's a good time for Connor on those mediums. Let's see Gabs, who is on I think that's the 2nd flying lap on the mediums. The track is obviously getting much faster with the grip. And that's fastest in sector 1 from Gabs. goes also fastest in sector 2. He's gonna be really neck to neck with Connor now on the main straight, and that's gonna be a 1:8.419, second fastest, and only about 80 milliseconds behind Connor. That's real close. We have the two medium runners and the top two. Let's see how Flip Lundstrom's gonna do. He's on the softs. Will he go for fastest time? And that's a 1:8.2, and he does go for fastest time, and he's on provisional pole. He's on the softs. Will Connor and Gabs switch to the softs though, because they surely got the pace to go for pole position here in Brazil. And let's see with Alten and the Haas. He actually goes fastest in sector 2. Let's see how Alten is gonna do, and there he goes, and Alten goes fastest now. That's Alten on the 1:8.198. We still have no drivers crossing that 1:8 mark. And now with Robinette. There goes Robinette. He was fastest in sector 2. And there he goes, Robinette, a 1:7.991, and that's Robinette on provisional pole. We have both Connor and Gabs now switching to the soft tires. And so all drivers gonna go for the soft. I think if he went for that medium run later, he may have been able to start on the mediums with a good position in the race. And ooh, well, the car flipped just in the wall, but he managed to continue. And now let's go for Connor, who is his first lap on the softs. See how much Connor got on those softs. He goes fastest in sector 1, and apparently Robinette improved his lap by 20 thousandths of a second to, yeah, 20 thousandths, 200, yeah. And then we just saw Connor go fastest in sector 1. He had an excellent time on those mediums, so I'm pretty sure he also got an excellent time on those softs. And he also goes fastest in sector 2. That's 1:7.5, and he goes fastest. You know, let's go for Gabs, who's also looking to take that pole position. He's 4th. And that's the fastest sector 1 from Gabs. Really exciting qualifying we have here. And that's also fastest sector 2. And he crossed the line, and that's fastest time from Gabs. Very close to Connor. It's gonna be real close with these two, and still have 5 minutes left in qualifying. So we're still gonna have another duel between Gabs and Connor for that pole position. I hope this. Oh, that's Alton on slow lap, yes. So you just had Mati retire from the session without recording the time. See Alton, who is now on a flying lap. And if Alton goes fastest in sector 1, that's another candidate for pole. And that's pretty much that. Sector 2, let's see if he's gonna improve it. Sector 3 he had purple in the first sector. And he goes slower. And now with Flip, who improved his time in sector 1. And Flip now going fastest in the middle sector. That's a huge improvement from his previous lap. See now if he's maybe gonna go also. And 17.836, which put him third in the standings for now. 2 minutes 30 seconds left. Gabs now on an out lap. And both Gabs and Connor on an out lap, and that's going to be their final lap here in qualifying. Who will be getting pole? See now Gabs, and he's going to be starting his lap soon, and we go on board with Gabs in the AlphaTauri. And improving his time by a bit in sector 1. See, Connor went a bit slower in sector 1. And that's the fastest little sector from Gabs, a 1/10 improvement. And I think he lifted or had problems with the throttle. and yeah, he went half a second late. I don't know what happened with Gabs in sector 1, sector 3. So let's see how Connor is gonna do now. And that's 3 seconds late, so I think that he aborted his lap. And back to Gabs now, who improves in sector 1 better than the first flying lap. He goes a bit slower in sector 2, and he aborts his lap. So that's gonna be Connor's chance to go for pole. And he goes a bit slower in sector 1 and 2. And see if he's gonna make it up in sector 3. Now, and he crosses the line and lifting, and he actually gets pole. No, I don't know why he lifted into before crossing the finish line, but he actually goes faster and only 10 milliseconds ahead of Gabs. And he takes his first pole position of the season. And that's Connor taking pole, followed by Gabs second by only a very razor thin margin, only 10 milliseconds behind Connor. Robinet third, fourth for Flip, Alton fifth, Shehwan sixth, and we're gonna have Mason in the Ferrari 7, eighth for Vans, Hank ninth, Seb 10th, and without a time will be Motti 11th. That's not a long grid, but I'm gonna have to do this one. And we are underway with the formation lap. That's the 36 laps race, and it's pretty short circuit with 15 turns. So, but two two. In my opinion, that's going to be two overtaking opportunities after the DRS zones into turn 1 and also the other DRS zone into turn 4. You can see the lights, and you can't see the lights. 3, 4, 5, and it's lights out, and away we go. And we have an excellent start from Gabs, who was already side by side, but he doesn't go for that move. And we have Robinette and Flip also were also side by side, but Flip getting a position, and he's now P3, and they are now on the straight heading into turn 4. And that's Connor retaining his lead. That is a nice move by Flip heading into turn 1, and we had Robinette go a little bit wide, which we're giving Alton the opportunity to go for that move from the inside, and there he goes, Alton up into P4 now. Let the Ferrari go wide also behind. And sorry. Let's see, Flip catching up real quick to Gabs. He doesn't have a lot of slipstream, and that's Connor with the fastest lap of the race, and that's the 1:14.5. Let's see Robinette, who is trying to take back a position he lost, and only successful win. We had Mason go on that move on Motti. Will Motti try to go? It's pretty narrow in this part of the track, so not much space for two cars. But Motti is gonna have a chance here now on the straight. You still don't have DRS, and that's another fastest lap from Connor. This time it's a 1:10.3, and that's our first retirement. Hank retiring in the pit. I think that was a botched start, and really close, almost contact. Motti was thinking about going from the inside. He was a little bit behind. Well, let's go with Flip, who had DRS 9 Gabs, and he's starting to challenge Gabs for a second position, and Connor is already pulling away. That he was almost in the 1 second margin. He may be out of DRS soon. Connor is managing it well. Flip obviously has a lot more downforce because he's going through those turns way more smoothly than Gabs is, and that was a very bad exit from Gabs. and he got back on the track and almost contact with Flip, and there goes now. They are both on the straight, and that's Flip ahead of Gabs. Is now excellence from Alton, but he's still gonna try and go for it. Okay, that was. They still have Robinette ahead, and Alton trying to go from the middle. Will there be contact? It's a pretty tricky part of the track to try to overtake. It's happened once to me, and it didn't go well. This time it went well. And again now Flip, and he was real close, but not close enough. He'll be having another opportunity now. Heading into turn 4. There goes now, and much faster than Gabs, and he's back in P2. And I think all this fighting is really helping Connor, who's now 2.4 seconds ahead of Flip. I know they were gonna be side by side for a moment there. So as I was just saying, that's 2.4 seconds, 2.5 seconds now for Connor, and which I think at that point Flip and Gabs can't go for an undercut on Connor, so he's pretty much in the safe for now. Again, another round, and there they go. This time Gabs behind. He's very close. He won't go from the inside. Let's see, Alton and Shahwen side by side, and who will come in? That's gonna be Alton and Shahwen. Oh, they're still side by side. Now they're gonna be on the DRS. Heading into turn 4, Shahwen is gonna have DRS, and Alton blocking. That was close between the two. I hope Shahwen doesn't have any damage. I know that's a retirement from the race. That's gonna be Sebastian retiring from the race, and the safety car is out. And we must have a safety car. If we have a safety car, it's lap 8 of the race, and I'm sure some of them are gonna consider pitting. We have Robinette going into the pits. I don't know what I'm gonna turn this. We have the bottom 5 all into the pits. Let's see how strategy is going to be changed now after the safety car coming out. It's not going to be good news for Connor, who had pretty much so he had a good lead, just 3 seconds. And now Connor is going into the pits, and also Gabs and Flip. Let's see if they are all gonna go on the same strategy. Connor switching to the mediums, Flip switching to the hards, and Gabs also switching to the hards. So that's gonna be interesting between the top 3. And yeah. We had Robinette go soft. We still got one more stop. We also have all the medium runners still has one more stop. And Mati. And the safety car will be in this lap, so it's gonna be a restart on lap 10. That's good. We did not have a lot of laps on the safety car. That car needs to get a good start. And both Gabs and Flip are on hards. They won't pose much of a threat, I think. And he accelerates. And we are racing again. See now both Flip and Gabs. Connor is gonna be building a gap soon since he is on faster tires. And that's not gonna be the case. Here we have had in the bottom four. That was a nice battle. Between these four we have Mati on the soft, so he needs to try and overtake as much as he can, because if he stays behind those medium runners he's gonna have trouble at the end. And same thing goes for Robinette. He has more grip than Flip and Gabs, but still got one more stop. Let's see if he's gonna be able to clear Flip. And that's a fast lap from Connor. And still a fast lap from Connor. I thought Robinette could have taken that. And did Alton wait? I did not see Alton, but he was right behind Robinette. And now heading into turn 4, Alton taking the outside line. And there they go into this narrow part of the track, and that's gonna be Alton ahead of Robinette and into P4. Seeing a lot of good overtakes from Alton here in this race. Let's see, Alton who got more grip than Flip, who is in front of him. And now on the main straight, will Alton be able to go for that? Go for another overtake. DRS has just been enabled. See what will that change. And they are side by side on the straight. And they'll be heading into turn 4, and that's Alton from the inside, and that's a nice overtake, but Flip trying to go from the outside, but that's not gonna be possible from Flip, and that's Alton now up into P3, and oh, I don't know what happened with Alton before, no, he lost, yeah, an oversteer, no contact between Flip and Alton. Oh, that's Alton here on the grass. And my opinion, Flip should have backed out. Frustrating from Alton. Frustrating for Alton. had pretty good moves, and he's now down to P9. See, Mason who now got DRS, and he's right behind Flip. Man, I can't help but look at the Ferrari steering wheel. It's really weird. Motti was going for that charge on Mason. He's on better tires, and he's gonna have DRS, so that's gonna be, I think, a good overtaking opportunity for Motti, but he is slower. And he's gonna try to go from the inside, and they are wheel to wheel, and they go, if I spin that Motti went a little bit wide, and he's now back behind Mason. And we also have Vans taking advantage of Motti's mistake, and he's back into P6. And also have from the outside Chihuen, Motti's teammate, but that's Chihuen went a little bit too wide. It's nice battles here in the midfield. Now the battle of the Alfa Romeos. They're both gonna have DRS, and who's gonna be faster on the straight? And it's gonna be Chihuen, and they're gonna be side by side, but that's Motti taking the inside line to a better line from the line that's Chihuen. He's gonna have another opportunity here heading into turn 4, and that's DRS again. Motti moving to the inside, and also braking later than Chihuen and defending his position cleanly. And we just saw Vans. What happened with Vans? I think he took a lot of curb, and after what I think was good performance from Vans, he was a P5, but he's now back down into P9. Well, let's see, Motti. Oh, and that was really close, but that's good reaction from Motti. Meanwhile, left Connor. Oh no, the leader of the race. I don't know what happened with Connor. And that's Gabs now leading the race. I don't know what happened with Connor, who was leading the race and is now down to P3. That's not what Connor wanted, especially he's gonna go for one more stop, which is gonna make it even harder for Connor. Robinetti's 0.5 seconds behind Gabs in on the soft, and he's gonna He had no, he didn't. Apparently it wasn't 1 second line a minute when they hit the detection zone and they're back at it. And now we have DRS and they're gonna be heading into turn 4 and he's gonna go from that inside and they side by side turn 4 and then turn 5 and that's Robinet out of the track, landed off track. So he's still gonna be second. Now he is much closer than he was in lap 16 and he's gonna have DRS again. And oh no, that's Robinet into the wall. That's a disaster for Robinet and the safety car is out again. He was trying to go from the outside. Gabs moved a little bit and I think it's just human reflex. Robinet couldn't control his car and there he is in the wall. That's pretty unfortunate. And he's out of the race and that's the second safety car of this race. Well, Alton going to the pit. Chahouin also. That's Gabs now pitting. So the top 3 now back on the mediums. and the safety car will be in this lap. So I'm gonna be racing back again, lap 21, and with only 15 laps left to go. Let's see now for the restart, and we are racing again. We already have Connor charging for that lead again after he lost it after a mistake he's done. I think about here in turn 3. He's gonna, and oh, that's Matti retiring from the race, and please not a safety car. I don't know what happened with Matti on turn 2. I think we don't have yellow flag in sector 1. I hope that will be enough. See how the battle between Connor and Gabs will unfold. 15 laps left to go. 14 laps, say. No, 15. You're back at it at the straight. Still no DRS available. Connor got a lot more pace than Gabs. He's cutting that lead lap after lap. And gonna look at that race director, and that was a 110.2 from Gabs. Meanwhile, that was 110.3, and that was only a 1/10 difference. In the end, Gabs is driving in free air. Connor is following Gabs, so he's gonna be slower than Gabs. And ooh, that was very bad entry into turn 14. And he locked up into turn 14, lost a little bit of time, but there he is. Still, and DRS has just been enabled. Let's see if Connor is gonna go for that move. And now heading into turn 4. Will he retake his lead? And he's very close behind Gabs. 4, no. Okay, and he retakes the lead of the Brazilian Grand Prix after losing it after an incident. Man, that's gonna be the end of it. They're both on the same tires, so this battle is gonna be way harder than Connor wanted it to be. Which also gives the opportunity to flip, to maybe peek in and try to gain a position, or maybe win. Who knows? Here he goes now. He's very close behind Connor, and he has his DRS enabled. Also, Flip got his DRS enabled. And will he try to go from the inside? He's not close enough to go from the inside. And he's gonna have another go at it. Now heading into turn 4, again with the DRS. He's gonna go from the outside, and they will go side by side into turn 4. And there's still Connor defending his position. It was great defending from the inside from Connor. Meanwhile, Flip is now way closer than he was in the previous lap. He's benefiting from the battle between Gabs and Connor. Now on the main straight again, and how will go this time? We have both Gabs and Flip with DRS. That's not good news for Flip. which is a great advantage for Gabs for defending his position, and they're gonna have another chance here heading into turn 4, and this time Gabs is close behind Connor, but not enough for a move. So meanwhile, let's see, Alton and Mason, they were into turn 4, and that's Alton ahead of the P4. Alton doing that good comeback after the his incident with Flip. So Mason now trying to go from the outside out of turn 7, but it was unsuccessful. From Mason. It's pretty exciting Brazilian Grand Prix. I hope we had more drivers to make it more exciting, but it is what it is. If we could go back at the top, will this time Gabs be able to overtake Connor heading into turn 1? He's already trying to go for that inside, but he's not close enough. Let's see if he's gonna be close enough now heading into turn 4, and I think he is close enough, and Connor will be retaining that inside line, and that's still Connor in the lead, but I think that's better exit from Gabs, who's gonna be having the outside heading into this very narrow part of the track in turn 4, and oh my god, turn 6, sorry, and sorry for that noise. Oh my god. And again on the main straight, and we are in lap 27 now. 10 laps left to go. 10 more battle opportunities between Connor and Gabs, hopefully if nothing goes wrong between the two. And again now heading into turn 4, where Connor has been able to defend successfully for 2 times in a row from the inside. Will be 3 times now, and I think Gabs is much faster, and there he goes. So he wasn't able, so it's the third is a charm for Gabs after trying for 2 times to overtake Connor. I think it was more, but let's go for 2, so the third is a charm. Now it's Connor's turn, right behind Gabs on the main straight, and they're gonna be heading into turn 1, and that's got Connor retaking his lead after only losing it for a couple of meters. So Connor really loves that lead. Meanwhile, we have Flip goes for that fastest lap of the race. Flip wants to win this race, and he got the opportunity, at Gabs, and he's gonna go from the outside. Connor again from the inside. Flip now also getting behind. Will Gabs is gonna try, and no, he won't, because he won't be able to try. Meanwhile, Flip is now starting to pose a threat for Gabs. And now back at it at the main straight, and Flip with DRS, and it's gonna be hard for Flip to overtake because Gabs also has DRS. A much better exit out of turn 1, and now subsequently out of turn 2, and 3 DRS again, but he won't be close enough. I hope Flip doesn't get stuck in that DRS train for long, and because I think he hopefully, because Flip is faster than Gabs and also faster than Connor. And there they go now again, still the same scenario. I don't think there will be a change in the outcome. So the three drivers, it's 6-7 laps left to go. They're gonna be 6 soon. And Connor is in the lead of this race. And I think he's in a much better position to win this race if Gabs kept essentially protecting him from Flip, and also at the same time not able to overtake him. Let's see how things will go this time, and Connor is faster on the straight. Meanwhile, Flip is much closer than he was back, and he knows this is gonna be his only opportunity. He went fastest in sector 3, and he's trying, he is much closer than he was before. Will he be able to go for it this time? Now heading into turn 4, he's gonna go for that inside. He's behind. If not for the DRS, I think Flip would have been leading this race. And Gab's missing the apex, you can see, compared to Connor. But now back again at the main straight. Come on, Flip. He's not as close as he was last stop. And that's, yeah, pretty much no change. And this time they're gonna be heading into turn 4. Better overtaking opportunity. And let's see, Gabs came really close, but not close enough. And this time he had a better exit out of turn, I think it's turn 5, yeah. But turn 6 is no way an overtaking opportunity in this track. The track was a bit wider, maybe. Still lap 33, and still nothing has changed between the top 3. And fast lap now from Mason. He's on fresh soft, so obviously he gets the fastest lap for, and I think he's gonna get the fastest lap point. Yes, and it's bad news for Flip, who had this fastest lap for him. And I think Gabs is very close behind Connor, and he's gonna have DRS now. Will it be it? Will it be in lap 34? Will Gabs be retaking the lead of the Brazilian Grand Prix? He's very close, and he's gonna go from the inside, and they're gonna go side by side, and oh, and contact between Gabs and Flip. No. This is not what we wanted to happen. Now Gab's down at P3. Sure, this incident will be under investigation. Connor may get a penalty for this. And I think this will be pretty much it. Connor will win the Grand Prix. Nothing bad happened, but Flip is 1.8 seconds now, so he won't be close enough to try and challenge Connor for that win. And of course, maybe a penalty is up against Connor. That maybe make him lose this lead. This is it, the final lap of the race. ليه من هيك بدي يصير؟ Yeah, I don't get why. I'm out of the session for some reason. But okay, this was what's gonna happen. So that's gonna be Connor winning the Brazilian Grand Prix after it has been an exciting Grand Prix. It's the second time I get lagged out of the lobby at the end, but okay, that's fine. Okay, thank you for everyone who is watching. No, I don't think anyone is watching, and for everyone who will be watching. And next week we won't be. Next week is going to be the first break of the season, so we're going to see you in the week after that for the Australian Grand Prix, and before that we're going to be seeing you for the Brazilian Grand Prix on Friday for Division 2. And until then, goodbye.